Hello everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Brandy. In this video I thought I'd start by introducing myself and what this channel will be about. Hi! So to start with who I am a mother to an 8-month-old. So this beautiful little girl right here is my daughter Drayson. She is just shy of being 8 months old. Smile, Drayson. Hi. Hi. I'm also a student, currently working towards a degree in education. My focus is inclusive education in elementary school. On top of teaching, I would also like to be a writer. I'm very passionate about books and stories, and I'd love to create my own. My goals for the future are to begin teaching and to get published. As well as, of course, raising my daughter. Hi. My reasoning for choosing to go into inclusive education is because I myself have been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. For those of you who know anything about autism, my particular diagnosis is PDD-NOS. I've also been diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, combined type, which is the type of ADHD that people tend to think about when they think about ADHD. It's the kind with the hyperactive little boy jumping up and down, running around, yelling, and just basically being very disruptive. However, I myself was not diagnosed until I was an adult, because having been socialized as a female, people didn't tend to recognize the symptoms. And finally, I have a diagnosed anxiety disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, which is the most common. A little bit more about me. While I have introduced my daughter Drayson, and have made it clear that I'm a mother, and I want to go into teaching and writing, and all that, there's also a bit more about me that I'd like to mention. In particular, that I have a queer identity. However, it's not the traditional queer identity that you will hear about. I'm genderqueer, which means that I do not identify as male or female, while I don't have any issues as far as pronouns go, so I will answer to she or her pronouns, but I also don't care what pronouns you use, as long as you don't call me it. On top of that, I am demisexual. Demisexual tends to be placed within the asexual spectrum. However, it's not that I don't have a sex drive. I will get into more details about both gender and sexuality in other videos to hopefully help you understand a bit more about myself, but that's all I'm going to say for now. But what makes my experience a bit different than a lot of YouTube's LGBT what makes me different from most of YouTube's LGBT community is that I am in a relationship with a cishet or cisgender heterosexual man. This means that my relationship from the outside appears very heteronormative. And again, I will be talking more about that in other videos because it creates issues as well as it creates a bit of a different experience from what people tend to expect. Now onto my channel. So I am hoping to post videos every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So everything baby related will be on Wednesday. That includes update videos. Eventually I will post one of my upcoming videos will be my labor and delivery story. I will do product reviews and probably a few baby hauls. And of course, my daughter will feature in most of those videos, if not all of them. On Fridays, I will be doing book-related videos. So those videos will include book reviews, book hauls, book recommendations, even though I might not necessarily review the book. I will talk about books that I'm excited about. And I might even talk about my own writing. Now, most of the books I discuss will likely be picture books, as I have been reading a lot of those for obvious reasons. But they won't necessarily be picture books. Since I have a fairly eclectic taste in books myself, I will probably be sharing quite a few different types of books. And to go along with my interest in education and teaching, my partner and I have discussed homeschooling. We haven't come to any definitive conclusion yet. However, I will likely be discussing homeschooling books and maybe even some different homeschooling ideas on Fridays. So basically Fridays are just, in general, books. And finally, Sunday. On Sunday, I will be doing videos based around my identity as a queer person and a person with various mental health issues, I guess. So I will be talking about what autism is, what it's like being autistic, my experience as an autistic person, and just various topics that come up. I'll also talk about my ADHD, how it relates to autism, how it affects my schooling, what my life's like as a person with ADHD, and how I deal with various things, and again, just various topics on ADHD. And I will be talking about my anxiety, mostly how having ADHD and autism affects me and causes me anxiety, as well as how I cope with anxiety, what kind of issues I have, and stuff like that. Again, it'll just be a bunch of various topics on anxiety. And then of course my queer identity. So I'll be talking about things like the difference between gender and sexuality, how I identify, what being genderqueer means, what being demisexual means, and all sorts of things like that. I know I've technically missed Pride Month, as that was last month. However, where I live, we have our Pride Parade in September, so I will probably be posting things about Pride in September. But yeah, that's just a basic introduction to who I am and what this channel will be about. There is a chance that I will post videos not related to those three subjects, and if I do, I'll just post them on a random day of the week that's not Wednesday, Friday, or Sunday. That way everybody knows that it's not one of my main topics. I'm not really sure if I'll be doing any vlogs. I might, we'll see. But yeah, that's basically what you can expect from this channel. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you think that what I will be discussing sounds at all interesting, please subscribe, and hopefully you will enjoy this channel. Thank you. Bye.